Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the Isle of Skye, where we're absolutely loving it, aren't we?
Yes, it's wonderful.
We prefer this to Mull, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weather's atrocious. Absolutely throwing it down with snow. It's right weird. It's like half rain, half snow. You've got snowflakes coming down, and it's throwing it down with rain. Today's forecast, it's actually got a yellow amber warning. I haven't told you that. For
Right.
snow. But it's going to be snowing for an hour and then rain for an hour, snow. So I don't think it's going to settle too much. But yeah, it's going to be bad weather. Now, we've had a really good night, productive night. The last 4 or 5 videos you've watched, you've seen one every night. I've uploaded them all tonight through the night. So it's been really productive. Got all them done. Where we stopped tonight, we've stopped in a car park at a graveyard. Now, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to on this occasion. I got the idea from, well, I didn't, it was your idea really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we didn't know until afterwards. We'd both watched somebody's YouTube video the night before, which suggested, why don't you try parking in graveyard car parks? So we have. Pretty much by accident, really. We were going to park around the corner, a beautiful spot overlooking the sea. Absolutely amazing, but no internet signal. Now there's an internet mast just up there at the other side of the hill, so we've literally just come round the hill, parked in this graveyard car park, and we've got a reasonable internet here. So yeah, I'd like to just give a shout out and tell people, please go over and subscribe to these guys. They do travelling all around Europe in a van. And
lovely
that's
couple.
Lovely
I'm just
couple.
trying to find what their name is. I forgot. Do you know their name?
The Ex-Powers. Ex-Powers.
Yeah.
That's EXPAWES, I think. The Ex-Powers, because they've got 2 dogs. Go check out their channel and subscribe, because they've hardly got any subscribers, and they're pumping out videos as often as we are, and they're really good, really interesting. So get subscribed to them guys. So yeah, we're in this graveyard car park. We're about to set off, but before we leave the area, we'll just drive round the corner and I'll show you where we were going to park, because it's beautiful. So we've just found a few more places to go as well. We've just done a bit more research. That's the last research we're going to be able to do for a few days, because we're going offline as soon as we get round this corner, so you're not going to see us again. So bye bye for now. Well, you are, but you know what I mean. Yeah, this is the graveyard which we parked next to. There's like a big thing. Can you see that, Mazzy?
Kinda, yeah.
It's like a big, it looks like half of a house. You know, the end of a house. It probably was once. And it's a memorial to World War soldiers who've died. But everyone who's buried in there seems to be a MacDonald, pretty much. I think there were another name as well, wasn't there?
Matheson or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But oddly enough, there's 3 graves in there, and they all look like it's the same person. It's all the same names. You've got 3 which is the same name, and then you've got 2 of a woman who's the same name. It's a bit confusing. But anyway, that's that. We're leaving here. We're just going round the corner now to show you where we could have parked. And we're going to scrape the van on the way out, because that's what we do.
That's what you do. This is what we were looking at, wasn't it?
This is the view, you see. Absolutely beautiful. And apparently people who've been here before have said they've seen a lot of seals in there, but we've not seen any, unfortunately. Right, we're just coming over this thing here.
Oh gosh.
And we scraped coming up here, and we're going to scrape again, I'm sure. We actually want to go right, but we can't, so we have to go this way first.
Oh my god.
Okay, that was quite a bad scrape.
Yes.
But I think we're alright. That's the worst we've had.
So this is where we were going to park, isn't it?
Yeah, we were just here. It was lovely.
Yes, very nice.
Just in here, little picnic bench there, and facing that, that's what we saw. Beautiful. The very far north point of the island. I don't know if you can see that, Mazzy, in the background there. You can zoom into it.
What is it? Oh, the mountain.
Mountain there, look.
Yeah.
There wasn't as much snow on it as that last night.
It's beautiful. You ready then?
I'm ready. Let's go do this. We're only going 3 miles to the castle,
Oh wow.
which we
okay.
didn't even know existed until a few minutes ago. So I'm looking forward to this one. We must be nuts for being here. This weather is ridiculous. Duntulm Castle. Right, we're here. You can't get into it. I've been here before, I recognise it now. You used to be able to get into it. There was a sign saying we'd advise you not to go into it, but you can if you want to risk your own life, because parts of it keep falling off the end of the cliff. There was a big tower in 1990 which fell down off the end of the cliff. So the stories here, all in this area, there were big feuds. We're going back. The castle was built in the 1300s, 1400s, and there was a big clan battle going on for hundreds of years between the MacDonald clan and I think it was the McLeans, one of them, I don't know which, can't remember. Eventually the MacDonalds pretty much beat the McLeods. They were having lots of fights and stuff. I don't know if it was McLeods or McLeans, does it matter? No, it won't matter, will it? Basically, the MacDonalds were kicking their heads in. They'd have fights regularly, they'd punch them and kick them in the face and stuff. And they'd probably use swords sometimes. The MacDonalds got the castle. And in I think it was about 1618, 1614, the chief of the MacDonalds decided to do the castle up properly, so he made it all nice and built a new tower. Now, in 1630, 1640 I think it was, there was a maid, you know, like a nurse maid, a nursery nurse nowadays. She was looking after the chief of the clan MacDonald, looking after his little baby. Stood in the tower looking out over here, which you can't see it today, but the Isle of Harris, you can see it from here normally. I can see it just, but you won't see it through that. She was in the tower holding the baby, looking out over the sea, having a nice time with little baby. She dropped the baby. I don't know how she managed to do that, because she'd have to be leaning out. Can you remember that Michael Jackson when he's on the balcony with the baby holding it like that? She must have been like that. So she's holding this baby out. A big gust of wind like today comes along and blows the baby out of her hand, and tragically it lands on the rocks and dies below. So the chief of the MacDonalds, he ain't happy with this nurse, as you can imagine. So all the MacDonalds, they get the nurse, put her on a rowing boat and just sail her, push her out to sea, and she was never seen or heard from again. Or was she? I say was she because apparently there's a ghost here. Woo! It's the nurse! The nurse's ghost has been seen here loads of times, walking around with a MacDonald, one of the clan guys. Now it's not the chief, it's just another guy who didn't like the chief, so I reckon he were knocking the nurse off. And they said to just roam around here. They must be freezing, they must be mad. I can think of a lot better places to haunt than here. It's rubbish, it's freezing. So it's a big shame we can't show you more of the castle. There is a bit more to see on the other side, I believe, but they don't let you in nowadays, it's just too dangerous. As I say, they used to let you in, but not anymore. That must be quite new in the last couple of years. Anyway, let's get out of here, Mazzy, it's crazy weather.
Yeah.
We literally are right on the top peak of the Isle of Skye here. It is wild, absolutely mad weather.
We're mad.
We're mad.
Yeah.
Right, let's get back in the car, but I'm glad we saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know about that until half an hour ago when I was just doing a little bit more research and came across it, so glad we saw that. Hello. Hello. Aren't you beautiful? Aren't you beautiful, eh? Come here. Oh, you ignorant geese.
You enjoying your pie? You're
Three.
dropping it everywhere.
3 for £1. They're only 2 days old, they'll be right, won't they?
Oh, yeah, it should be fine. It's cold enough.
I'm trying to do a 10-point turn at the moment. Mazzy insisted we come up to the Fairy Glens, which from here looks nice. Well, I still don't really know what it is.
I thought it'd look pretty in the snow.
It does look pretty in the snow,
Yeah.
but the road is getting really treacherous. Even cars are stopping now, they're not coming up here.
Yeah, the road is sort of slushy and it's quite scary, isn't it, babe?
It's very scary now.
Oh my god. But this is the Glens, I think, isn't it?
I presume so. So yeah, that is the last minor road I'm going on today, Mazzy.
Yeah, I think we should call it a day.
The problem is, the road to where we were going to park tonight is a single track road.
Oh no.
And it's not a main road. But it might not be as high up as this, so fingers crossed it won't be too bad, but I am worried now because we're still probably about 45 minutes away from there.
So it can only get worse, maybe. Hey, where are we, babe?
We're at the inn. Says so there in big writing. Inn.
Yeah. What's so special with this one?
It is the oldest pub on the Isle of Skye. Which, I'll be honest, I can't get excited about it because I can't have a damn drink here.
Do you know what year it's from? Do you remember?
Late 1700s, so it's not really that old a pub as far as I'm concerned, but it's the oldest on Skye. I think, I don't know, are you wanting to go in for a drink? Is it even open?
Don't know.
I didn't even notice if it were open. I'm pretty sure it's shut, Mazzy. The door's shut, I couldn't see any lights on. It did look quite quirky, I wouldn't have minded going in just to see if there was any plaques on the walls or interesting things. But never mind, we can have a drink when we get to his final destination, can't we? For the day. Are you sulking?
No. Woohoo! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Because that pub was closed, the oldest pub there is, Mazzy chose another pub.
Yippee!
Which is a bit out of the way, but we've come anyway. It's called the Edinburgh Inn, and it looks like a shed. But apparently, they have. This is where the locals meet on a Sunday afternoon. Mazzy was reading this to me yesterday or the day before, and they have music. They play music, you know, instruments and things, and have a sing along or something.
Yeah, sort of a bit to get together, sort of a thing.
And it just happens to be Sunday afternoon at that time. So whether they do or not, we'll soon find out. I don't know if you can see it, there's a lad there.
Young boy,
He's only about 13 and he's playing the harp. Absolutely fantastic.
My lot would love this.
Yeah, this is very Irishy, Scottishy, Gaelicy tunes.
I'll tell you what, guys, that was so good. Oh my gosh, look at my makeup. That was so good. Thank you, babes.
You're very welcome. Can't believe you're filming whilst I'm having a wee in a bottle.
Well, it was only because you was asking for a doner kebab. Well, I'm happy with my pint and the music was amazing. So, yeah, that was cool. Thank you. Scenery's beautiful here, isn't it, babe?
The what?
Scenery here is beautiful.
Yeah, it's very nice at the moment because it's been snowing. Like at the moment it's sunny, or it is at the other side of the hill. It's just like you said earlier, 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we've had, and it's fantastic.
So we're heading off to the lighthouse where we're going to pitch up for the night, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it's called East Point Lighthouse.
So guys, if you live anywhere nice with lovely scenery and beautiful, wonderful things to see, please leave in the comments down below and maybe we could go check it out one day, couldn't we, babe?
As long as it's really good. Don't be sending us anywhere rubbish.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll come up with some lovely ideas. Give us some ideas in the comments down below.